Right, hey guys, how we doing? Back on another video from Ham on Beat, and we are on Jojo Anime Manga Differences Part 5. This is going to be good. I love Part 5, I thought it was class. Not my favourite, Part 3 was my favourite, but this was really enjoyable. The group were cool, the stands were awesome, and let's just see what the differences were, man.
She's out there! Ham on the beat! It is finally time for the Part 5 anime and manga differences. The Part 5 anime has been probably my favorite adaptation of the Jojo part to date.
Oh, really?
It has a healthy amount of changes while still focusing on adapting the core material. Let's take a look.
Cool.
The anime has a new opening scene that introduces Naples. We are shown the crime and drug problems of the city. We are also given a sneak peek of Giorno's ability.
Oh, so that's not in the manga, interesting.
After this, there is a new scene of Leaky Eye Luca confronting a fellow criminal. This is how he learns that Giorno has been working on his territory. Giorno is shown being stopped by the cops that Koichi sees him speaking to. The manga began with narration by Koichi about his mission to Italy.
Oh.
The narration is removed in the anime. The flashback of Jotaro telling Koichi about his mission is moved to happen later.
Because if you're going to read Part 4 and then that, it would be...
When Koichi freezes the car in the anime, Echoes is not fully shown. Koichi's inner monologue about Giorno is removed. Echoes Act 1 is no longer shown searching for Giorno.
Oh.
The photo of Dio in Giorno's wallet has been changed.
There we go.
It's now identical to the photo from Part 3.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense how he has that picture, so that's interesting.
Act 3's cursing is removed. Jotaro's office has more detail. Photos of Giorno and his family can also be seen. Giorno's mother is shown speaking to her friend in the anime.
Alright, still doing that in the manga.
In the manga,
Subtle differences.
Subtle differences. Are married in front of Castel Sant'Angelo in Rome. The anime changed it to Castel Delovo in Naples.
Ah.
A scene of the gangster being confronted by a young boy is added. Sticky fingers can now briefly be seen during Bucciarati's first attack on
Bucciarati.
There's an extended fistfight between Sticky Fingers and Gold Experience.
Makes the episode go out longer, I guess.
The name in the anime. Bruno's consciousness is shown being separated again in the second fight.
So it wasn't...
In the manga, Bruno describes Passione in more detail.
Cool.
Pulpo does not mention his paintings in the anime.
Oh.
The guards now point their guns at Giorno during the second body check.
And they didn't do... Okay.
The pyramid
less
of
tension.
people Giorno walks past can be heard falling in the anime.
Well, you're not going to hear them falling in the manga, well, I suppose you put a sound effect, I suppose.
The janitor no longer speaks when his soul is being pierced.
Oh.
Black Sabbath now notices Giorno after he steps on a shadow.
So he didn't in the manga.
The properties of Gold Experience's abilities are changed. Giorno no longer mentions that his own movements were slowed by the ability. Koichi's monologue about Giorno is shown as a flashback after speaking with Pulpo.
Cool.
Gold Experience's hand is now visible when Giorno extends his arm. A new conversation between Koichi and Jotaro is shown. When Pulpo shoots himself, the manga shows the bullet going through Black Sabbath as well.
Wow,
the
that's
anime shows
class.
his death very briefly. The manga
I
has
like
narration
that.
explaining that the arrow was destroyed by Pulpo's suicide.
Oh.
The arrow also looks more damaged in the manga. A teaser
I wonder why they left that out then, that's weird.
The image showing the hierarchy
because you just assume that the stand's dead, like...
Silhouettes of Bucciarati's team, La Squadra, Pulpo, and Pericolo can be seen here. One of the capos is shown in a sitting pose for an unknown reason. Multiple scenes of gangsters discussing Pulpo's suicide are added. The scene of Sale and Zucchero driving is moved to after Giorno joins the gang. Sale is less obscure.
So they've rearranged bits as well.
Abacchio is now shown taking a piece of cake while Mista is arguing. In the anime, Bruno leaves the room to receive a phone call, and is not present when Abacchio offers Giorno tea. In the manga, he was present, but was still unaware of what the tea was and asks for a cup.
Oh.
The manga showed Bucciarati during a normal day.
Cool,
he was approached by the old women who told him about the city's drug issues. In the anime, he spoke to them when he left the room. There was a new scene of the gang walking through town. Fugo mentions that their car was wrecked by Mista. This is a reference to the Sleeping Slaves epilogue, where this was shown in a flashback.
Oh, wow!
The gang is now shown renting the boat. It is possible to see Zucchero's trick, since the number on the key is different from the one on the boat. Narancia is shown buying the snacks he has later.
So it's easier to spot.
The magazine Mista is reading has been changed.
Huh. They always change the
Now hear
mangas
song
and
Narancia is
anime
listening to,
magazines and
is
stuff.
used later during the dancing scene. All of the members' thoughts are now heard after they learn about Pulpo's fortune. Abakio's flashback is now shown during the soft machine fight. In the manga, it was shown during Man in the Mirror.
Oh.
More of Abakio's life as a cop is shown.
More rearranging of
Abakio is now shown being recruited to the gang by Bucciarati.
Mm-hmm.
He is also shown drinking from a bottle that shares the same name with one that Dio drank from in Part 1.
Oh, wow, really?
The manga showed the replay of Narancia inside the pipe. Abakio now says that he notices something strange about the ship's mast. In the manga, Zukuro steals Abakio through one of the zippers. In the anime, it is through a hatch.
Oh.
Abakio
Why
is now
change
shown
things like
regaining
that? I find that
consciousness,
rather strange,
while the manga
subtle
skips
changes
to when
like that.
everyone is awake. The dance
Easier
scene
to
is
animate, or-
extended and turned into a music video.
It's so good.
Abakio now strikes Zukuro's head before the replay starts. Mista is now shown doing the same pose as the one on the Volume 50 cover.
Cool.
The first half of Mista's backstory is now shown before the Kraftwerk fight, when it was originally during White Album. Sale and Zukuro are now shown unconscious on the boat. Narancia now takes out a second knife while being confronted by Trish.
But doesn't do that in the manga, that's
recognizes Giorno
interesting.
From Bucciarati's description. Trish's outfit was changed to match what she wears later in the manga.
Oh my god, that's so
More
different.
of Fugo's short temper is shown. The online chat between the members of La Squadra is extended. All of the members can now be briefly seen.
So we didn't
Narancia's
see them in the
car key now
manga.
has a keychain.
Interesting.
The
Do you reckon these things are because like he didn't know what they were going to look like at first when he's making the manga?
Formaggio stepping into the car, while in the anime he was already inside. Formaggio now
It's like
tricks
all those
Narancia
bits in
into
part
turning
4
around
that
before
were
attacking him
added
with
with
Littlefinger.
Kira.
Formaggio is shown rolling up the window once he sees Aerosmith. Narancia's line about completing his mission was moved to the end of the episode, once Formaggio had already shrunk. The brand of stocking Narancia bought for Trish was changed.
Of course it was. They always
New
got to
scene of
change
the game
brand
waiting
names and
for
stuff,
Narancia
haven't
is
they?
added. The flashback to the deaths of Sorbet and
Oh my
Gelato
God,
are
that
shown
was horrible.
earlier than in the manga. The scene is greatly expanded on, showing each member of La Squadra and giving an idea of their character. Cioccolata and Secco are shown to be the ones who killed Sorbet. During the flashback, the manga showed the fresco of Jonah from the Sistine Chapel. In the anime, this is made part of the church where Sorbet and Gelato's funeral is held.
Oh.
The flashback to Narancia's past is shown later than in the manga. Narancia's mother is now shown and is given a name. Young Fugo's outfit has been modified. In the manga, his jacket
That
has
is
holes with a
completely
shirt
different.
underneath.
Yeah, the colour
In the
scheme,
anime,
man.
the holes are replaced with indentations. In the manga, the spider was first shown inside of a small container. In the anime, Bucciarati says Pompeii is 15 kilometers away. In the manga, it was 35.
Oh wow. Why
There's a new scene
change
of Giorno,
little things
Abakio,
like
and
that?
Fugo driving to Pompeii. In the manga, the scene of Giorno and Abakio seeing purple haze is shown before Fugo tried to summon it.
Purple haze looks so messed up,
Originally,
man.
Fugo's backstory was only told in small details through Eluso, but the anime adds to this and gives context for what happens. This includes a new scene of Fugo when he meets Bucciarati. There's a new scene of Risotto discovering Pericolo's corpse and the burned photograph at Naples train station. Narancia no longer mentions Alessandro Nannini on the way to the station. The message on the key is now written in Italian. Trish's nipple is no longer visible. Mista no longer tells
Of course
Fugo
it's
that they would
not.
be executed
Oh
for
my
looking at
God.
Trish. Prosciutto is no longer obscured by a shadow like he is in the manga. Originally, he was not fully shown until he appeared as an old man later.
So she just casually just does as
Prosciutto's
a nipple.
line about not wanting to buy tickets has been removed. In the manga, Bucciarati's hand is shown going inside the turtle before he enters the train.
Ah,
The anime keeps this secret until the turtle room is revealed.
yeah.
The
That's
inside
better.
of the room is
I
now
prefer that
shown
way.
after the conductor is attacked. Pesci explaining that he memorized how Bucciarati's team looks has been removed. The TV is no longer playing Captain Tsubasa in the anime. The cabinet that contains the TV and fridge has been changed to the one that appears later during the babyface fight, since it did not initially appear in the manga. Mista's aging is more detailed in the anime.
Right.
Pesci's explanation of Beach Boy's ability is shortened. Beach Boy now disappears after Pesci drops it. When number
So
5 removes the bullets, they now look like fired bullets. In the manga, they were unfired.
Oh,
Bucciarati no longer punches with both arms to force Prosciutto to block. Beach Boy no longer attacks
Strange
the passenger's watch and
changes.
headphones. In the manga, Pesci slams the controls to get the train to stop. In the anime, he kicks them instead.
Oh, right.
Trish now crawls away from Pesci after being released. The end of the fight with Pesci has been changed. In the manga, Pesci falling to slam the turtle was really a trick, and it was just a diversion to get inside the room. He nearly kills the entire gang before Bucciarati pulls him out and defeats
Whoa!
him. Naranja's lines after waking up are removed. The person Melone is talking to on the phone is now shown to be Ghiaccio. Melone is now fully shown during his introduction, while in the manga he was only shown from the back. Melone is no longer shown trembling after realizing Pesci and Prosciutto are dead. Babyface's mother is given the name Alina in the credits of the episode. Melone meeting the mother is now shown before the scene in the turtle. The argument about whether to steal the car was originally longer. Mista and Narancia are no longer
I don't see
shown
why they would
chasing the
debate on
frogs
it for
away.
so long, though, so yeah.
Bruno no longer asks Trish if she's playing a joke on him. Melone now calls Ghiaccio and Risotto on the phone. Ghiaccio is shown in his car, and Risotto is shown with a member of the
he's
intel
so
team
mental.
reconstructing the photograph. The wall that Giorno was near is now much taller. In the manga, it was very short, which would have had the fight take place in plain view of the others. Babyface now hides inside the gasoline of the bike. In the manga, he disguised himself as Giorno's shadow.
Oh, wow.
More scenes
Why
of Ghiaccio
change
and
things like
Risotto are
that?
added to the next episode. Risotto is shown killing the last member of the intel team and sending the photograph away to Ghiaccio. The second half of Misa's backstory is shown halfway through the White Album fight.
Mm-hmm.
The final shot of the flashback is a recreation of a panel from Sleeping Slave.
Oh, that's cool.
A new scene with Diavolo is added which foreshadows King Crimson. Bucciarati can now be seen wearing the pin he took from Giorno, while in the manga it disappeared. A hole is added to the ceiling of the elevator, explaining how Diavolo managed to get inside.
Oh, right, okay.
Bucciarati's
So just
flashback
not
is
in the
altered,
manga.
showing more time spent with his parents. Bucciarati's father witnessing the drug deal is not shown. His father is given the name Paolo as seen on his tombstone, while he was nameless in the manga.
Oh, wow,
There's
okay,
a
add
scene
that.
where Bucciarati discovers Pasione's involvement with drugs. The scene where the gang feels the effects of King Crimson is moved to slightly later. King Crimson is no longer shown destroying Bucciarati's phone. In the manga, Giorno noticed that Bucciarati has no pulse. Doppio can now be heard at the end of the
Okay,
episode,
yeah, that
giving
does take
orders
some...
to Squalo.
I
A
like
new
that they
scene of
cut
the
that
group
out.
traveling in the canals is added. The price of the passerby's suit has been converted from yen into lira. Abacchio is now shown sipping his wine before joining in on beating up the passerby.
Oh, so he doesn't do that in the manga? What? That's
Giorno no longer notices
hilarious.
that Bucciarati isn't
That's
eating.
so funny, it just adds to it,
Tiziano
man.
and Squalo's pose has been changed. Tiziano now has extra dialogue specifying that they are members of the boss's elite guard. Much of Narancia's dialogue under the effects of Talking Head is removed. Talking Head's appearance is altered to remain consistent. Tiziano and Squalo are much more intimate in the anime. The airport
They're not
is
as
shown to be
touchy-feely in the
Marco Polo
manga, right,
Airport
okay.
from the beginning. In the manga, it was not named until after the plane crash. The group confronting the two airport guards has been removed. Flight control is no longer heard on the plane's radio telling them not to take off. Giorno is now shown dropping his brooch to be used later. In the manga, B.I.G. takes the form of a soccer ball. This is inconsistent with its ability, so the anime changes this to a small red ball, matching the stand's colors. Spice
Fair
Girl is
enough.
given pupils in the anime. In the manga, it is possible to spot similar pupils in her first appearance, but later on, her eyes become a solid color with stripes,
Right.
similar to Gold Experience. The boss's backstory has been moved to before the Metallica fight. It was originally shown before Silver Chariot Requiem. The scene of Diavolo's birth is shown. Donatella is now shown meeting Diavolo. She lists her likes and dislikes, which are identical to those of Trish in her character profile. The fortune teller is no longer seen with the Araki-designed Star Tarot card. They are
Oh,
only seen from the back. Doppio now grabs a light post while dodging the truck. In the manga, Risotto was originally wearing dark lipstick.
wow.
Risotto can now briefly be seen watching a news report of the plane crash. The history of Costa Smeralda is no longer explained. In the manga, Doppio does not know who Risotto is until he is told by Diavolo. In the anime, he already recognizes him.
That's interesting.
Risotto is now shown dodging Doppio's punches. Risotto's backstory was included in his character profile in the manga. It is not mentioned in the anime. There is a new flashback of La Squadra searching Donatella's house. A bed of flowers is now added to the location of Abacchio's death. When Polnareff tells the group about the arrow, silhouettes of the Stardust Crusaders are now shown.
Yeah.
The ice
Oh, right,
cream
so they don't do that in the
cone
manga.
Doppio steals now has 2 scoops. More events from Chocolata's past are directly shown. The scene of Narancia inside the turtle is shown slightly later. Bucciarati no longer warns Mista not to pick up his gun on the stairs. In the manga, Giorno attempts to open the helicopter door,
There's
but
so
it's
many
stuck.
subtle
In the
differences.
anime, he heads straight into the cockpit without trying the door. When Chocolata hits Giorno with his severed arm, it is shown to be Green Day's arm for one panel.
Huh.
This was changed in the anime. Chocolata is now shown stitching himself back together. Polnareff appears earlier than he did in the manga.
Oh, right, okay.
In the manga,
What?
Secco explains that Bucciarati will have to eventually come above ground for air. Secco is now shown dodging more vehicles after his leg is run over.
He's
In
proper
the manga,
crazy.
Secco attacks the bus stop advertisement when he sees it. In the anime, he no longer does this.
Oh, okay. Subtle difference
Secco
again.
now has dialogue after being launched into the garbage truck. Polnareff now realizes who Doppio really is earlier than in the manga. The flashback is now narrated by Polnareff and Diavolo instead of the narrator. The flashback now specifies that Jojo was investigating Asia and America, while Polnareff was in Europe and Africa. There are new scenes of Polnareff investigating Passione in Italy, as well as more scenes of Diavolo discovering the arrow's power.
I wonder why.
In the manga, Polnareff began investigating after the crime rate rose in France.
I
In
like
the
that they
anime,
added that
only
though.
the
That's
crime
cool.
rate of Italy is mentioned. There is a new scene of Giorno recognizing a time skip. It is no longer raining when the group wakes up. The civilians affected by Requiem are shown earlier than they are in the manga. Sex Pistols' dialogue about Mista and Trish's body is removed. Narancia's monologue about his future has been extended. A new scene after Narancia's death shows the location of Abbacchio's death and Fugo outside of Bucciarati's restaurant. Polnareff no longer mentions Billy Milligan. The scene of Doppio dying in Bucciarati's body has been moved to later. Doppio's soul can now be seen. The dog who switches with its owner now has a name. In the manga, the man inside the dog could only bark.
That's so
The
silly.
anime has
Why
changed
even add
this so
that?
that he can talk, similar to Polnareff inside the turtle.
Yeah.
A scene of a man and a woman who swapped was skipped.
Oh.
The scene of the cop attempting to assault the woman has been removed. When
Not
Bucciarati
necessary, I
screams
guess.
Trish's name, his original face is also shown. The scene of King Crimson attempting to grab the arrow is longer. The civilians can now be seen returning to their original bodies. More scenes of Diavolo repeating himself were added.
Oh,
The
cool.
opening conversation of sleeping slaves is shown early. In the manga, Epitaph was completely detached from King Crimson's head after being attacked by Gold Experience Requiem.
Oh.
In the anime, half of it still remains, and a segment of King Crimson's face is destroyed.
Damn.
The segment with the homeless man is slightly longer in the anime. Diavolo's liver is no longer seen during the autopsy.
What?
The money that the florist offers to Bucciarati was changed. Mista no longer reloads from his hat before shooting Scolipi. Mista now presses the elevator button with his gun.
Oh, we don't do that.
Michelangelo is now shown
Such
when
random
Scolipi speaks about
changes.
him. The florist's daughter is now shown before she committed suicide. All of Bucciarati's gang can now be seen walking away at the end of Sleeping Slaves. Giorno's outfit in the ending now resembles him from the cover of
Oh,
Volume
right,
61.
that's cool. So that's
There
where
are
that
now
came from.
multiple objects next to the window in the ending. Bucciarati's zipper, the wine that Abbacchio drank,
Oh.
the 2 flowers from where Abbacchio and Narancia died. And that was every difference with the Part 5 anime. Overall, I feel like this is one of the most consistent adaptations.
Yeah, they're not.
While I don't agree with every change,
The differences
the
are so
quality
subtle.
remains top-notch throughout the 39 episodes. The anime has done a fantastic job of doing the manga justice and cementing Part 5 as a legendary chapter of Jojo.
It is so good, man. It's so good.
Thank you for watching. This is the part of the video where I
I
thank
need part
my
6,
$5
man.
and
I
$10
need
patrons.
part 6.
Thank you, Norden the
Need
Lich.
more JoJo's in my
Thank you,
life.
Alex Ramirez. Thank you, Renee Klein. And thank you, Boat Girl.
Cool. So, that's all the anime and manga difference videos we have checked out. I want to next watch the all the music references. It goes through all the music references in each part, and I think that's going to be really interesting. So, we've still got some more JoJo stuff to do, and then I've got some other JoJo's videos to check out after that as well. And, yeah. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe, haven't already, leave comments down below, let me know what to watch this video. let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. It's all you guys. Net down.